after a very long time, but I'll get into that in a second. Um, I'm going to talk about Love and Hip Hop ATL Season 2. I waited till the second or third episode before I decided whether I was going to actually recap the whole season or review the whole season, and I determined that there is enough ratchetness for me to talk about probably for days. But, anywho, I haven't been making videos for a minute because, I don't know, I've been going through some stuff and just didn't feel like, I lost my motivation. I call it an artistic melancholy. But anyways, I got my motivation back. But you know how you can really tell when I lose my motivation? I haven't been doing stuff, so my hands look like this. See my nails? Completely not done. That's not me. I always have my nails done. I mean, I like to do my nails. I always have them done. If I haven't had my nails done for a couple weeks, then you know I'm either incredibly busy or I just have no motivation for anything. I just don't feel like doing anything outside of what I actually have to do. So, that aside, I'm back and I'm just going to get right into talking about Love and Hip Hop ATL. They start out with the whole Mimi, Stevie J, Jocelyn love triangle, or fuckery triangle, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care about it. I think that that's old news. Same thing as last season. I don't know where they're going to make this go for this season, but I'm already over it. I don't care. It's like they're like two base model chicks fighting over the same dead 1990s game. And I don't even know why either one of them won it. And then I can't with Mimi's talking heads, or when she tries to get tough with Stevie J, and she always wants to try to talk all tough and grimy like she's going to do something. And we all know she's going to do the same thing she's been doing. She's going to talk tough and she's going to run right back to hell, back to Stevie J, because she has no self-esteem, unfortunately. And Jocelyn is complaining that Stevie, you treat me like a prostitution whore. Well, she didn't say prostitution whore, but I like saying prostitution whore. It's funny. But he does, because he's always talking about how she's making him money. So she's always say, "Oh, go make me some money." She's like, "Yeah, make you money, Stevie." So I guess, yeah, he does treat her like a prostitute. I don't know why all of a sudden I got Slick Rick in my head. Treat him like a prostitute. That's a damn shame. I shouldn't be thinking like that. So then we go on to the other love triangle of fuckery, and that's Scrappy, Erica, and Bucky. What's she calling by now? Shay. No one's going to call you Shay. Everybody knows you as Bucky, and that's what they're going to call you, Bucky. Or Bucky in her hair, as Forrest Rocks likes to say. I think that's funny too, Bucky in her hair. But, so, I want to say Mama D, but every time I think of her, I always call her, in my head, I call her Scrappy's Pappy. Because she, like I said last season, that she looks like Paul Mooney in a wig. She still looks like Paul Mooney in a wig. And I'm going to stop trying to search my mind for Mama D. See, every time I try to look for it, it won't come out. So from now on, I'm calling her Scrappy's Pappy because that's what automatically comes in my head. So anyway, she's still overly invested in Scrappy's love affairs. And she keeps talking about she's the queen and he's the prince of the South, and the more she keeps talking about it, the more I keep thinking that she thinks that she's in a Game of Thrones, and I keep, like, she's talking about being, you know, the queen, and I keep wanting her to say, winter is coming. It's like she's talking to him about Bucky, and I almost feel like she's going to say, you must marry Bucky for the good of the realm. I don't know, it's just retarded to me. I can't. I take that back. I shouldn't say it's retarded, but, you know. I don't know. But, she's too invested in a relationship, and that kind of bothers me, because in the past, I mean, I'm going to go off on a tangent, but in the past, whenever I've dated a gentleman that had a single mom that was not remarried or anything, like, you know, people's parents get divorced or maybe they were never married, but when the mother is single, she's usually a little too overly involved in the sons, or in some cases I've heard some guys say daughters too. It's like, oh, I can't date this girl because her mom is always in our business. And I think that's because they don't have their own life or their own love life, their own romantic entanglement, and I don't know why they make that choice to just um, be single when I mean, people date. I'm pretty sure there's websites for like people over 50 dating and stuff like that. I'm almost convinced that there are. But anyways, my point is they get too invested in their kids' love lives because they don't have a life of their own. And she gives me that vibe too. Like it's almost creepy the way she talks to her son. Like she has substituted him as her husband. I don't know. It's really creepy to me. But anyways, and then they show. I started to say Yandy. Yandy and Erica look alike to me. I don't know if I'm the only person that sees that, but to me, Yandy and Erica look alike. And if put two pictures of them in a lineup and told me to pick out which one was Erica and which one's Yandy, I couldn't do it. But because as you see, I started to call Erica Yandy. She's doing her talking head and she looks different. She looks very nice, but I'm wondering what is it that makes her look so different. I couldn't put my finger on that, but then they go back to Bucky talking to Mama D again, I guess. And the whole time, I didn't really pay attention to their conversation because I'm not invested. I don't care. But I will say this: for it to be season 2, and you're still just your whole storyline revolves around whether you can get Scrappy to notice you, is pretty sad. I feel like Bucky is a bigger waste of reality TV space than Cherie Whitfield. I mean, how? I know that most people that are on reality shows are on there because they just maybe they have an interesting personality, or they're a complete fame whore, or they'll do anything in front of a camera because they have no sense of self, or they just don't care. They're not afraid to make a fool of themselves. But for the most part, a lot of people have been able to go on reality shows and then turn that around and flip it into something commercial. There's people that are on reality shows because they've already been famous, and then there's people that become famous after they've been on a reality show. And I feel like it's a waste of time if you're on there and you have nothing going on. You're not modeling, you're not acting, you're not introducing a new product line, you're not parlaying it into anything. And I have to consult my notes this one because I took inventory of this. You know what? I take it back. Cherie was not the biggest waste. I meant to say Olivia, because it's season that she's been on Loving about 3 seasons, and there's still no real recording art success with her. I mean, I know she did that whole did she do like something about December? Some song about December. I don't even remember it. That's how bad it was. I mean, I don't even remember it. But yeah, so I take back the Cherie Whitfield thing. I think Olivia is even worse because she had a bigger starting point coming from the whole 50 Cent thing than Cherie did. But still, either one of them, they wasted their time on television. And what I was going to say in my notes, anyways, I was taking inventory, and I look at people like Kenya Moore, K. Michelle, Phaedra, Cynthia Bailey, and what they've been on, and the grand dam of taking a reality show success to a complete come up. Lanithia Nene Leakes, who I still, that's my mentor. I know it's funny. Like, people say, well, why would Nene be your mentor? Because she was just, if you look at season 1, she just was a loudmouth chick with a bad weave that was hanging out with Kim. And to look at her now, having 2 TV shows and 3 if you count the Real Housewives, and actually parlaying that into something else, I consider that ultimate come up. And some of these chicks are not taking advantage of the come up. That's my whole point. But anyways, let me get back to the show. So, Scrappy is talking about his clothes, and I couldn't help but notice that the clothes he was hanging up looked like your typical bootleg clothes that you see at any flea market, swap meet. If you're from New York, Canal Street and Bowery, somewhere around there, nothing he was holding up looked real to me at all. And then with this talk, what the hell did he say? My Swiznai E is on a Tiznai N. And then Erica just looked at him like, and I would have given that same look like, but she should have thought that years ago. Last season, did you notice last season he had a bootleg Gucci shirt on? You could tell because instead of having the little interlocking G's, it had little interlocking C's all over it. And I don't know whether that was the only person that noticed that he had that bootleg shirt on. It might be a regional thing. Because if you're from Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, you could spot a fake from a mile away. Because there's a billion fakes up there. You can always spot them. Even on a TV screen, I can spot it. But anyways, move on to K. Michelle, Carly Red, and Rashida. K. Michelle, I have to backtrack before I even talk about K. Michelle on the show because I saw that video of her going off on some dude from Boss Up about what the bloggers do to you. She was going off on what the bloggers do to her. She does not realize what she does to us. I had to sit a whole season last year looking at that damn invisible part. That gave me nightmare. I mean, that part was like from here to here. And I don't even remember half of what she said because I was just so transfixed on the parting of the Red Seas. It was just, there's no excuse for that. That's disturbing. That's all I have to say about that. But anyways, I don't know what she's doing. Something about being mad at Rashida for something. I don't pay attention. So then Rashida and Carly Red were on there, and I don't know, I wasn't paying attention because I don't care about either one of them either. And then they showed Kirk, and Kirk is like Roger from Sister. Like, remember, I don't know if you ever watched Sister, but remember Sister when Roger would be there and the girls just be like, "Go home, Roger." That's what I feel about Kirk. Every time he's on screen, I'm like, "Go home, Kirk. I don't care about you. I don't care." So what else happened? They show the what's to come in the season, and they show some lady who looks like she's a radio DJ or something, and she's arguing with some guy over a girl at his house. And then they show this other girl that is grabbing her ass and showing it to CVJ. And she's got a tattoo sleeve and braces. And I know some of y'all are going to come for her for those braces. And I'm not. I have no problem with seeing people with braces. I am a survivor of adult orthodontics. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Especially if you didn't have braces when you were a kid and your parents didn't put them on your mouth and they were like, not a big deal, but it still bothered you and you got to be grown and you want to fix your teeth. I say more power to you. Matter of fact, I think people should go around and solicit more adults to fix their teeth because I survived a whole season of black ink looking at those people's mouths, and I swear it actually improved my dental health. I swear after every episode of Black Ink, I would go in the bathroom and floss my teeth and brush real well because I was very scarred by looking at those people's mouth. And I was just thinking that if between Mendices and Scrappy, if they could just get together and put together a Save Black Teeth Fund for Black Ink, I think that would be really good. And then maybe even squirrel some money on the side for Consequence so he gets some new dentures. But enough about the teeth. I took a note about other adults that rocked braces after they were even famous. Tom Cruise had braces. I don't know if you remember that. Tom Cruise had braces for a year or two, and Gwen Stefani had braces for a couple of years too. And this is after they were already famous. So to solidify my point, there's nothing wrong with fixing your teeth as an adult. As a matter of fact, I encourage people to fix your teeth. My teeth are still not perfect. I would like to go and have more stuff done to my teeth. Like, not veneers or anything, because I look at Nicki Minaj's mouth, and it looks like the mask to me sometimes. But I would like to have... see, it doesn't look like it's... They don't look quite perfect yet. But then I have to keep reminding myself there's no such thing as perfect. Just let well enough alone. I now have one row of teeth as opposed to 3 or 4 that I used to have, so I should be good with that. Everybody looking different. I have to revisit that. Because they kept on doing the talking heads, and I'm looking at them like, why does everyone look different? And it's not a different hair, different makeup look. I don't know whether the people have had work done, but something's different. I will say this about the makeup. I feel like everyone on the show is wearing the same shade of foundation. It's like that NC43 or NC45 that the MAC counter people keep giving everybody. And yeah, I had taken on a tangent about that because that kind of bothered me too. Because this, is it right? Yeah. This is MAC from last time I went to the MAC counter, and they gave me NC45. From afar, it looks like it just might match. But when you look up close, I'll put it in front of the camera, you see it's kind of orangey. It has a real orange tint, and it deepens and darkens into like a snooky orange, which does not match my skin at all. So then I went back and said, you know, I need something different. This one's not going to work for me. Even if I was in my summertime color, or my previous summertime color, because I'm not tanning anymore because I don't have that good black don't crack type of skin. I'm starting to get wrinkles, and that's just not cute. And I'm getting freckles, and that's just not cute either. So if you got even skin and you have no freckles and you can sit your ass in the sun all day and not worry about burning or getting freckles or getting wrinkled, well, more power to you. But I will be that chick in the beach with the big ass hat and the sunglasses and the SPF 75, so I don't have to look like I'm 52 when I'm still young. Anyway, second time I went, they gave me NC43. Like, oh, well, maybe that's lighter. When you hold it up, it looks like, oh yeah, that's a match. No, you put this on. Let me move it over. You put this on, and don't mind the mirror. I haven't used this in like 6 months, so it's whatever. You put this on, and it does the same thing. It goes on at first looking this color, but then later it darkens into an orange. So either way, you get an orange. And I'm done with MAC. So that's that. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. I'm going to do the review for episode 2 and episode 3 back to back, so that I'll be all caught up. And the things that I was talking about during this video, especially the different little visual things I was talking about, I have a photo blog. I'll put the link down there, and you can look at the photo blog and see exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about who I'm talking about in these videos. So thanks for listening. Bye. I forgot to add a couple things. I can't believe I missed these. Did you notice Stevie J's ear? It looked like somebody bit him on his ear, like on some Five Goes West type junk. I kept on staring at that ear. I don't know what the heck was going on with the ear. Second thing. Scrappy's Pappy was quoting some song lyrics. I can't remember what the hell. I want to say it was Sam Cooke. And then Kenny Rogers, when she said, you got to know when to hold him. Yeah. And also the beginning. I was a little creeped out by that go hide underneath the covers. But then again, I'm creeped out by everything Stevie J does or says because he's a supremely creepy person to me. Like, he would be the person I'd be afraid of seeing in the alley late at night. There's just something real creepy about him. What else did I forget? When K. Michelle says she wanted to be a mixture between Fergie and Jesus. There's nothing you can say. I was looking for a response. There's nothing you can say. You just have to, like that guy said, he didn't say anything. He just looked at her, nodded and smiled. Yeah, okay. That's all you can do. Fergie and Jesus? Say anything else? Oh, Erica's mama, Mignon. Why can no one pronounce her name? Every time I hear it's Mignon. No, it's Mignon. It's a French word. It means cute. That's what her name means. But anyways, Mignon changed her hair up. Last year she had those freeze curls from 1993. We remember those. This year she has a doobie wrap from about 98. If you don't know what a doobie wrap is, I don't know what, well, I shouldn't say if you don't know what it is, because I'm sure everybody knows what it is. It's just a regional dialect. If you're from the Northeast tri-state area, a doobie wrap is when a woman that usually has a perm hair, although some people, you could do it if your hair is just flat iron. But if your hair is perm, what they do is they brush the hair so it's wrapped around her head. And then they put bobby pins in, and then put a scarf on and sleep on it all night. And when they take it out, it has that form to the head. Like even when they brush it down, it's kind of like a I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like a helmet of hair. But yeah, we used to do that back in the day. It was a way to preserve your hair. This was before flat irons were real good. Like they had flat irons in, but they didn't have like the Chi or anything like that yet. They just had, the golden hot flat irons, which they were okay. But if you wanted to keep your hair bone straight, you would do that doobie wrap at night. Maybe spray a little setting lotion on it or hairspray or whatever you end up putting up on it. But that's what that is. What else did I forget? Ariane. Or Ariane. I don't know whether the name is Ariane or Ariane, but she still looks like a beautiful little wood nymph or fairy. She's a very beautiful lady. And she is not using MAC. I'll tell you that right now. Look right at her makeup. That is some Ben Nye goodness or something. That's not MAC. So, or maybe she gets it specially mixed or she mixes it herself. But her stuff is together as far as look-wise. Her face, the hair, everything. It's beautiful. Did I miss anything else? I can't believe I didn't even mention a whole, and I know this video is all out of whack and disjointed, but I'm out of practice, so I'm just doing it the way I can remember it. So if it's out of order, it's out of order. But the whole Jocelyn walking in the house and calling Mimi Molly the maid. Which, why did she even change it to Molly? She could have just said Mimi the maid. So it still starts with an M. But I was, when you think about it, I had mentioned earlier how she said that Stevie was treating her like a prostitute. And he insisted he wasn't. But then he buys her a purple fur. Which there's only two places that you wear, or two occasions. My hands look huge on this camera. What the heck is with that? It's a perspective thing. If I put them like this, it look huge. I will stop doing that. Anyways, there's two occasions in which you will wear a purple fur. One is on a rap video. Two is if you are a prostitute. So, yes, he's still treating her like a prostitute. But what killed me was when she walked in with thigh-high boots and cootie cutter shorts and purple fur, as she calls it. And she just looked like a prostitute. Like, she looked like, I don't know if you ever seen that documentary, HBO had Hookers at the Point. That's what she looked like Hookers at the Point. And then she's going to walk up to Mimi and say, oh, Stevie, you should have bought her a fur like you bought me. and of course, it did exactly what she wanted to do, get under Mimi's skin so Mimi would get all mad and all that. I don't know why they bother anymore. I don't care about the triangle, but it's funny to watch. It's funny to look at. It's entertainment. It is entertaining, I will say that. But anyways, I think that's it. And like I said, I determined that there's enough ratchetness, tomfoolery, and scallywaggery for me to do these videos. So, I hope you like them. Bye-bye. For real this time. I'm not going to forget anything else.